Good afternoon, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Evgeny. I'm an educational technology integration specialist at middle school. I'm also a cinematographer, educator, vlogger, traveler. I try to leverage social media like YouTube to get in touch with educators around the world to try to think about how we as educators can leverage innovative technology to create new experiences in our schools. And today we have a wonderful opportunity to talk about Minecraft. For this presentation, I've figured that we'll have three objectives. First of all, I'd like to talk about why is that we should even spend time talking about technology and innovation in education. The second objective that I had for today is talk about what is Minecraft, what makes it such a beautiful platform for classroom use. And finally, I would like to share with you how can you as an educator, as a teacher, start using Minecraft. So why don't we begin with why? Why is that we should even spend time talking about technology, innovation, and Minecraft in particular? I want you to just think for a little while how we, these days, how we get to places, how we communicate, how we find information, how we order food, how we get to places, how we work. And you can recognize that primarily every aspect of our life is affected by technology. There's this incredible dynamics going on in this century where we live in what is called the Internet of Things. We are living through the fourth industrial revolution, which is symbolized by the Internet of Things. Everything is interconnected. Many systems can talk to each other. Information is available with the click of the button. With this dynamics, I wonder, what is that we as educators do that reflects this dynamic in our classrooms? Do we actually do something new, something exciting, something that hasn't been available to us 5 or 10 years ago? Are we still doing same old things, sometimes in new ways? Or we sometimes do new things, but still teach old things? So that's the question that I would like to ask you. Do we honestly use technology to the full of its potential? It's interesting sometimes to look at the pictures from the past where people try to show what the education will look like in the future. And sometimes they have pictures like that. And it's surprisingly how, unfortunately, sometimes this is what it looks like today. Sometimes we use the technology that's available to us, but we teach in the same manner. We teach the same content over and over again. Primarily, nothing changes. Students are still there, just the technology is there. This is what they imagine technology or classrooms of the future. Quite surprisingly, sometimes this is what it looks like. Students have incredible equipment. In middle school, we have laptops. In high school as well. In elementary school, we have iPads. But oftentimes, this is what a classroom looks like. That we have those amazing technologies, but still the classroom, the dynamics of the classroom does not change at all. They're still learning in the same ways that were available to us, 10 years ago. They're still doing the same thing over and over again. So I encourage you to think, while we talk about why, I encourage you to think about these things. Think about ways or how our students are learning, going from old ways to new ways. And also think about what is that your students are producing, the artifacts, again, going from old ways to new ways. And so most of the time, what I see from going to the classroom, going to different schools, observing teachers throughout the world, is this is where we are right now, doing all things in old ways. This is a worksheet, complete this worksheet. We're masters, it's predictable, we know what is going to come, we know how to grade those worksheets, we are masters, we're very comfortable here. Sometimes we venture out and we try doing things in a different way. We're trying to using Google Classroom or other things, but still doing the same worksheet. Functionally, nothing changes, same worksheet, same way, nothing new is taught. Sometimes we use amazing technology. Again, we have them available here, like 3D printer. There's one sitting there. Find something on the internet, print it out. No critical thinking involved, no creativity. Very, very rarely we venture into doing new things in new ways. And I'm not suggesting that we should only be doing this. We should only be doing Minecraft, virtual reality, 3D printing. What I'm saying is that there has to be a healthy balance between those quadrants. And I'm going to suggest that Minecraft is one of the things that will enable us as educators to truly do new things in new ways. If we do it with fidelity, if we do it from the bottom of our hearts, this is where we could accomplish and do exceptionally new things in exceptionally new ways. This line of reasoning aligned with the SAMAR model stands for substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. So I want you to ask you first, Where are we located? Are we still at substitution level where technology just substitutes what we've done many years ago? Or are we trying to be somewhere here where technology allows us to do something that were previously completely inconceivable? Something that was like when people were painting those pictures, they couldn't imagine having things that we have right now. So I encourage you to think and just reflect a little bit where you are on this spectrum, or always somewhere in the middle. Which brings me to what? Before we start talking about Minecraft, I would like to gauge the temperature across the room and actually see where are you in terms of using games, Minecraft in particular. We're going to be using Plickers. It's not related to Minecraft, just to get some formative assessment from you. If you've never used Plickers before, everybody will have a card which has 4 letters on each side, A, B, C, and D. I'm going to pose the question on the board, try to find an answer that resonates with you, and hold the corresponding letter up. All right? So this is your answer to the survey. Do you mind passing it around? Thank you so much. Try to answer this question. My experience with Minecraft or gamification, I can share how I use it with my students. I've used it before. I actually come here to share some ideas. B, I heard about it. I never thought it could be used in the classroom. C, I tried other games, but not necessarily Minecraft. And D is, what is Minecraft? I have no idea. Back. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Got everybody. Thank you. Let's look at the results now. Where are we in terms of Minecraft? There's one of us who actually used Minecraft before. 5 people who heard about Minecraft, they didn't think it could be used in the classroom. Many of us tried Minecraft, and actually we have 4 people who didn't know what Minecraft is. Looking at these results, I would like to show you a little clip about what is Minecraft to kind of bring everybody on the same wavelength. And I recently released an overview of best 10 apps for educators on my YouTube channel, and Minecraft was one of them, and I thought there could be no better way than to demonstrate Minecraft to you by showing you this little video clip. Minecraft education. If you're not familiar with Minecraft at all, Minecraft started out as a game, but it made its way into education, and right now we are fortunate enough to have an official Minecraft Education Edition, which has features specifically geared to classroom use. It's much easier to use Minecraft Education Edition rather than simple Minecraft. But anyways, what Minecraft is essentially is a game that is so versatile, is so creative. They call them sandbox games. Basically, it means that it's a sandbox, and within this game you can do whatever you want with the resources available. In Minecraft case, blocks. So the entire world is made up of blocks, and students can create, they can solve problems, they can do whatever you design them to do inside the Minecraft. We've used Minecraft for science, math, language arts, a lot of things, and this is just a couple of examples that demonstrate what students can do. If you've never seen, played, experienced Minecraft, that will not make much sense to you, but to kind of give you an idea what the students are doing, they're solving problems together, either creating a storyline or solving a math problem or doing an art project within a Minecraft world. And you as a teacher have overall control over the world. You host this world and students connect from their devices to this world. So it's a multiplayer experience, and that's what makes Minecraft so powerful, because they are interacting with each other within one world, either on problem or creative story writing. There's literally no limit to what you can do with Minecraft. That's why if you go to the Minecraft Education website, you will see so many resources on math, computer science, and some teachers go to great length creating those beautiful worlds. You can download those worlds. It's an open source. So there's an alignment with a Common Core curriculum, innovative source, talking about 21st century skills, critical thinking, problem solving, innovation. Everything is in there. Everything is in Minecraft. To sum it up in a couple of words, so it's a sandbox game, meaning that when students join the world, there's literally a limitless amount of things they can do. It all comes down to your creativity. There's no limit to how you construct the world, amount of creativity you can bring to a lesson. Another thing I mentioned is that students work together. We create the world, and students connect to this world. They work together which makes for a beautiful collaborative project. And so just want to show you a couple of statistics, a couple of facts. One of the recent research, 2017, found that 98% of the teachers indicated that students learning through Minecraft, they saw an increase in problem-solving skills. 40% of the future jobs will require not only technical skills, but also soft skills. When we talk about collaboration, teamwork, 11 countries were surveyed, and teachers who use Minecraft reported that students actually improve their soft skills, improve their collaboration skills through the Minecraft because they're working in the environment, they're working on the project, they're working together. 80% of the students using Minecraft improve their skills of coding and computational thinking. There's a standalone application for coding within the Minecraft. 71% of the teachers just reported an increase in engagement when students use games. And for those of you who use any kind of games, Kahoot or any games at all, you will see an increase in productivity and engagement and decrease in behavior problems. And so just to show you some stats from my experience, every time we do the project with Minecraft, we ask students after they finish the project, we send out a Google survey asking them one of the questions, on the scale of from 1 to 5, how did Minecraft help you, in this case, better understand ratios and unit rates? 1 or 0 didn't help, 5 incredibly helpful. And the results are normally, on average, very positive. It's either 3, 4, or 5. Very rarely we have 1 or 2. Most of the time it's 3, 4, and 5. Most of the time students do find those activities engaging and helpful and just enjoyable. Another question we ask them is, hey, would you like to use Minecraft one more time? Maybe for another project, maybe for a completely different subject. Most of the time the answers are yes. Yes, we would like to use Minecraft one more time. Sometimes they're not sure, and we try to investigate as to why is that they're not sure. Maybe they're not familiar with Minecraft. Maybe their device didn't work. But overall, their responses are very favorable. We also asked them one more question. How do you think the project would have been different had we not used Minecraft and used pencil and paper? And some of the responses are just hilarious. I like the third one. I would have to slap on the table I was writing on. Some students comment on the creativity, some students comment on how Minecraft enabled them to be more creative. And so all these, buzzwords we hear all the time, engagement, creativity, critical thinking skills, they all seem to revolve around Minecraft. One more important fact that in 2014, Microsoft bought Mojang is the company who produced Minecraft initially in 2009 for $2.5 billion. When I saw that, I saw, well, Microsoft knows what they're doing. They have experts. They must know what is inside Minecraft. And back then in 2009, there was no educational edition. There was just a game for teenagers and kids. But Microsoft saw something in there, and they produced a standalone educational edition which has features that specifically geared for classroom use, like blackboards, borders, things that make world creation much easier. And now let me talk a little bit about how you as an educator can actually walk away from this workshop and actually start using Minecraft with your students. Normally what happened in the past, I would stop here and say, well, this is the iPads, let's play Minecraft. And I failed so miserably because as adults, we find Minecraft frustrating most of the time, me included. When I started off, it's frustrating. You don't know what is happening. The graphic is awful. And so I changed my strategy. Instead of giving you iPads to play Minecraft, I'd like to talk about something else. What I discovered from my personal experience is that when we truly do things that are new and we do them in new ways, we need more than one person. We need a teacher and someone else. It doesn't have to be a technology integration specialist, but we need someone to help us out. Because the dynamics of Minecraft education, as well as any other technology, if you're truly doing something revolutionary, something new, in new ways, you will inevitably fail. I'm sorry to say that, but I failed so many times, but when I tried Minecraft project, and what I came to realize is that I want to set you up for failure and say you can do it yourself, go ahead and do it, because it's a complex dynamics that is happening, and I'll show you why it is so complex. And so when we have two teachers, we can actually minimize the risk and maximize the success of the project. So from the teachers, what is that a teacher brings to the table? As a teacher, when I meet with teachers for the first time, when we start doing Minecraft project, we don't even talk about Minecraft. I come to the meeting and say, okay, what are the learning outcomes? What is that you want your students to learn by the end of the unit? Unit ratios, coding, ecosystems, biomes, multiplication. We don't even talk about Minecraft. We're also trying to plan backwards, understanding by design. We're trying to see how we're going to measure the learning outcomes. I mean, you know this already. You are experts in creating rubrics, providing scaffolding, and doing mode of instructions. Are they going to complete the project by themselves, in groups? So we look at those things and then we ask ourselves a question: is Minecraft actually a weapon of choice? Is there maybe something else? Maybe we don't have to use the technology in the first place. If the answer is yes, and if I see that, hey, this lends itself really well to Minecraft, then my expertise comes into play. As a technology integration specialist, I have time and resources to actually either find the world or create the world from scratch that will enable your students to get to where you want them to be. The world will be designed in such a way that it leads them to where you want them to be through the scaffolding modes of instructions. Another thing I do is I make sure that we have licenses for the Minecraft and all students have them. You don't have to bother with making sure that students have the most up-to-date client of the game, because if it's not up-to-date, they won't be able to connect. I will take care of that. And finally, I'll troubleshoot. Troubleshoot means when students are here, teacher is asking questions, helping students. I'm sitting right here, that's my desk here, and I'm helping students whose client is outdated, they didn't read the homework assignment, whose laptop is out of charge, I have iPads for them, who lost connectivity and so forth. Had I not been here, you as a teacher will be overwhelmed. You will think Minecraft is such a waste of time. But having another person next to you helps you, do these extremely complex things, allowing students to work in new ways and learning new things. So I strongly encourage you to consider this mode of cooperation, and not only for Minecraft. Any activity, any technology that you think is revolutionary, have someone by your side. Minecraft is just one of them. What I'm talking about aligned perfectly well with technology, pedagogic content knowledge, also known as TPAC. TPAC basically means is that when we try and integrate technology in a meaningful way, it always happens as a teamwork between pedagogy, this is you, your content knowledge, and technology. If one component is missing, if we're just using technology and content without any pedagogy, we're just wasting students' time because they're just creating something from the internet, printing them out. If we're using technology with pedagogy, we just give them the iPad and say, well, let's do something without any particular content. If we're using pedagogy and content, that's teaching old ways. Only when we come together and we work together, we're able to connect pedagogy and content with technology and create something truly amazing, create something new and in new ways. And I believe that this example here will probably demonstrate what I mean by doing new things in new ways. This is a middle school project that we completed 1 month ago with Humanities 7th grade. We started off by asking ourselves a question: can we help students not only memorize facts about the war or historical event, but help them build empathy towards people who experienced the war, who actually were participating in the war? What if we have students complete a timeline of the war through the lens of a character?
I never thought about looking up stuff about war and World War I, but in this project I wanted to.
I did a search about the trenches and how people lived back then. And so I imagined myself being in their place and having a family with me.
The objective of this project was to have the students learn and solidify their understanding of World War I through building the surroundings that were involved in World War I.
We built simple houses. We built trenches on the floors.
In the world, we built trenches and barns according to what happened back in the war, according to what they had back then and the resources that they used.
And more importantly, the different roles that people had in the war. Military leaders, spies, whether it's women spies or even nurses, soldiers especially, what they went through.
I think it was really hard for the military leader to control everything.
While building the trenches, I really felt how the soldiers, their experience and what they felt during the war.
It was definitely not easy to fight a war for almost 4 or 5 years.
One of the constraints we have is how do we let students express the feelings, emotions, and thought processes of their character. And eventually what we ended up doing was we decided to have a chest next to the character where students would keep a diary of what is happening to their character through this time of the war.
Must have been very hard and scary, so I don't think it was easy.
Through building their surroundings in Minecraft education made the experience a lot more memorable. Their perspective of the war was very solidified in their understanding.
I feel like when I build, I'm expressing what I feel by showing it to everybody in the class.
No, Minecraft did help me learn and see it in different perspective, which I think more classes should do.
Sometimes using pencil and paper is not something everybody wants to do, and not everybody is good at it. At least it's a game. You can show more of it. It has more blocks, more textures.
I think it's better to allow students to play games that are educational because they're learning and having fun at the same time.
Just think about one question. How many times do our students think about emotions and feelings of other people? When we were filming that and this came out, when we started looking at the diaries and the things, the depth of connection they were able to make with those people was incredible. It was off the charts. And when the teacher saw this project, she was speechless. And this is what I believe, when we connect pedagogy and technology and content, we can get there, we can get to these results. Before we started the project, we said this is how you will demonstrate your understanding. We walked them through the project first, but they've done a great deal of work before they even stepped into the world. You cannot imagine how much work Fatma has done on her part, how much scaffolding, how much thought she put into this project. They didn't just went into the game and created those things. No, we spent about 5 days creating the diaries, doing the research, and I believe that's our mission as educators, is to connect those 3 areas to bring about and see these amazing results. And this is how I believe we can do that. As a teacher, and this is probably the hardest step to take, is to be okay with ambiguity. Be okay that sometimes things will be unpredictable. Sometimes you will not give a worksheet and you already know the answers to this worksheet. When they entered the world, there was just an empty timeline, and they created those beautiful timelines, and sometimes what they do doesn't make sense at all. They were using those spider web. Have you noticed spider web there? What do you think it was? When I was looking for the thumbnail for the YouTube video, I recognized that most of the trenches had barbed wire around them. So what students were trying to do in Minecraft, they were trying to recreate barbed wire, but because there's no block as barbed wire in Minecraft, they were using spider web. For me, it was complete. I said, why is there spider web in the trench? There's no spiders. But sometimes the learning that is happening doesn't make sense to us as adults. It's so silly how sometimes we make assumptions that what they're doing is so meaningless, they're just doing some stuff, but in fact they're actually learning and they're creating something incredible. So first thing that you need to take is be okay with ambiguity, because creativity takes a leap of faith. You have to trust the process. You will fail, but as long as you fail forward, when you stand up, you'll be one step forward. You'll be one step ahead. The next step is willingness to take risk. Again, but once you have 2 people here, you greatly decrease likelihood of things go wrong. Have someone next to you. I'm not saying you cannot do it yourself. When I started off as a grade 3 teacher, I did everything by myself, but I had Miss Huda who helped me with preparing the iPads, downloading the app, so I still had someone to help me. It's really hard to do something remarkably new by yourself. You have to have someone, preferably a team of people, but I'll touch on that a bit later. So third thing you need to do is just explore the library of Minecraft lessons. You don't have to know Minecraft at all. These are lessons that have been created by other educators. This is your lesson plan. You have learning objectives, guiding ideas, student activities, so you have all supporting materials. Just look at the learning objective. Is this what your students need to be? Do you want your students to explore the structure and properties of matter? Is that where you want your students to be? Perfect. Get in touch with the tech specialist and say, I want this to happen in my classroom, and we will do the rest. For the techie, for instructional coaches, or if you would like to actually delve in and do it yourself, learn Minecraft. The easiest way to learn is to play. Go inside the game, make mistakes, fall forward. This is a hyperlink to my YouTube channel where I publish step-by-step tutorials on Minecraft. The next one is connect with other Minecraft educators. Minecraft itself, on one hand, is so simple, but on the other hand, it's so complex that sometimes when I want to create a world, currently I'm working on an entrepreneurship world. A teacher wants to create a banking system, teach students about deposits, withdrawals, long-term deposits. So she asked me, can we use Minecraft? I said, well, that's an interesting question. Let me work on that. So it's been about half a year, 6 months, since I started working on the banking system. And I wouldn't be anywhere close to where I'm right now without the support of an incredible Minecraft education community. This is the Discord channel. It has about, how many people are there? About 300 educators scattered around the world from Far East to North America that actually come together and exchange ideas about how to build a world, how to operate 3D printing, everything related to Minecraft. One of the teachers, EdTech is my hashtag there, said that World War I project, well done. These videos are always well done and they inspire others to create something similar. Like those things, you know, inspiring things, getting people together, asking for advice. I think this is really powerful to have a supportive community of people. You have to share your work. And I say have to because if you just do it in your classroom, your kids will see it, you will be happy. But as educators, we've got to share our work. We've got to share those amazing results, those amazing things that we do to inspire others. Like this educator said, Evgeny, you've posted this project and that served an inspiration for maybe one another educator to try it out with their students. So don't be shy and share your amazing work when you do it. Now, the main source that can guide you through the process, where you can find all the resources, is the official website of the game, which is education.minecraft.net. This is where you can find the materials, this is where you can download the game. Another resource is this presentation with all the hyperlinks. You can download this at gg.gg/bbs_Minecraft. This will lead you to this presentation. You can download it and use the hyperlinks, use it as a reviewer. That brings me to the end of the presentation. I believe that if we use technology with fidelity, this will not only increase the engagement from the students, this will also make your job easier. I believe technology can a greater way to maximize and streamline the way we do and what we do in our class.